The world's biggest cash machine, Manchester United, the Glazers, and the struggle for football soul. Written and read by Chris Blackhurst. The world's biggest cash machine is adapted from a quote from the ex-Manchester United and England player Paul Parker. All United are, really, is the highest profile ATM machine in world football. Not bad, is it? Come in, tap a few numbers, and take out millions in dividends. Introduction. I've always been gripped by spectacular business deals and the super wealthy. I'm not sure why. I guess it stems from having state school teachers as parents and growing up in a family that was removed from the commercial world. My mother was one of 3 sisters, 2 teachers and a nurse. My father was an only child and became a geography teacher. Making money wasn't in my DNA. As a child, I would watch episodes of Wicker's World open-mouthed, as Alan Wicker, the smooth, debonair presenter, revealed a world seemingly populated only by the super-rich. These were people who were extremely rich, or, as they're now known, hyper-rich. They didn't just have yachts, they had super yachts. Their houses weren't houses but palaces. Their cars had wheels and were made of metal, but they did not look like any car I'd ever seen, not in Barrow-in-Furness in Cumbria. Years later, when I first started work at a city law firm, I was exposed to some of them. One client was Tiny Rowland, a fearsome, freewheeling global tycoon. Rowland was a domineering figure who cared little for those who got in his way, shareholders and non-executive directors included. Not for nothing was his company once described by a former Prime Minister as the unacceptable face of capitalism. While my solicitor employer was extremely successful and its partners were wealthy, they were small fry compared to Rowland. Their job was to serve him, to do his bidding. He and his company had interests right across the planet. The role of his lawyers was to pave the way, to make things happen for him and to clear up the mess if things went wrong. Lawyers, accountants, insurers, bankers, stockbrokers, public relations people, all of them have their own stars who claim hefty salaries and bonuses and equity payouts. But when all is said and done, they're servants, always at their client's beck and call. When I became a journalist, I met characters like Sir Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Rupert Murdoch, Mohammed Al-Fayed, the media tycoon, and as it transpired, fraudster Robert Maxwell, industrialist Lord Hanson, and financier Lord Rothschild, among many others. Some I got to know well. Frequently they would talk about where opportunities might lie, where they thought the world was heading, where their next bag of treasure might be unearthed. It was riveting and unnerving. They seemed to operate on a higher plane than anyone else. Anyone, that is, except their fellow buccaneers. I got to know the hedge fund and commodity kings as well. They too would speak about landing massive profits, of making huge killings, and having called the market right and destroying the opposition. They were fascinating because they operated in an alternative universe. I was not one of them. It's always amazed me the lack of fear, the brass neck, the big cojones of these people. I didn't possess such qualities, not like that, not where taking risks and making money were concerned. Occasionally there comes along a business coup that is so audacious as to take the breath away. When you hear about it, you want to learn more, you want to know how. It's the knockout, the one that makes even the titans sit up. Invariably, it is counted in billions, not millions. It's a piece of commercial chutzpah, sheer bravado and cunning, marking the grabbing of a chance, an opening that no one else saw or had. It's the mega hedge fund play, taking a massive short position and delighting as the stock falls, a piece of super prescient trading in shares and financial futures. It's a legendary market hit, a spot of deal-making brilliance that's legal, but in terms of sheer audacity, akin to the cleverest heist. On 20th September 2004, I was a guest in the director's box as Manchester United played Liverpool under
Sample complete. Ready to continue?